Hello there, one and all. Welcome to Slapendipity, Hobos of Happy Slappy Town. I am Eric, who you may call Eric, and with me, as always, is Gibby, who you may call Devin.
Keep my name out of your disgusting whore mouth.
Okay. Aggressive.
Sorry, I misspoke. Your disgusting horse mouth.
Okay, I see you're still a little mad. I do want to point out, I did know about the horses before you.
And here it goes again. When we spoke to the counselor last week, she said, Eric, you should make sure that you take Devin's feelings into considerations. When he talks about the horses, just let him say what he's gonna say. Don't go bragging about how you know horses more than he does. And what's the first thing you do?
You called me You called me a whore!
I called you a horse.
I'm not letting that slide.
I called you a horse.
If you can't handle being, if you gotta let it out, excuse yourself. Go to the next room. Scream into a pillow. You don't gotta call me names about it.
I thought you liked horses, Eric. All I'm doing is calling you one.
I mean, I don't... First of all, that's not what you called me initially. We have
disgusting
proof.
Horse mouth.
Second of all, I don't know if I would want to be a horse. I feel like the lives they lead are kind of tragic.
Remember when we talked about being single worms in Rome, and you said, what was it, like you want to die or something?
Okay. I don't remember that part, but I remember the episode we did. Yeah.
It was like we put you in like a fish tank or whatever, and like put on movies.
Okay.
Or I think I said like I wouldn't be able to kill you, so I would entertain you like that.
Okay.
If you were turned into a horse, what would you want?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how naturally gifted I am as a horse. 'Cause
equivalent to your current stamina as a person.
But my raw talent, because if I was a horse, I wouldn't be allowed to get how fat I am.
But you are. Equivalent.
I don't know. I mean, what do they do with horses if they're not a racehorse?
Pony rides.
I'd have to deal with children. I'd kick a kid and accidentally. That wouldn't go well. I wouldn't want to be in the circus. They're not good for being trained. I wouldn't want to be a cop horse. That's just out of the question.
Military horse?
No, not military horse. Oh gosh, no. I haven't even seen the movie War Horse, but no.
Jump over some
barbed wire. That would hurt so much. Cut. Yeah, no, gosh.
Slice.
Maybe I should be a racehorse. Did you just onomatopoeia slice after you said get your tummy slit open? What?
Yeah, well, if you get hurt, you go straight to the glue factory. Chop, chop, chop. Mush, mush, mush.
It's a very bleak life for horses, I think. I guess I would be fine being a racehorse because I could make people money. Some people would lose money. It would be a lot of pressure and expectations though. But you'd also get to just run, which, is what horses want to do, right? So, I mean, could I just be a wild horse? Is that on the table? Do I have to have a profession?
You're a wild person right now. Like, you can just go anywhere if you wanted to.
I might be a wild horse. What's the predator of horses outside of humans? I don't think they have any, yeah.
No, they're not native to the Americas. You're not going to get mauled by a black bear. You're a horse.
Yeah. It depends how much control of my fate I have, because it could be fun to be a wild horse, but then maybe I stumble upon a cabin during a harsh winter and this family takes me in and they offer me food, and the the child and I develop a strong relationship, and the parents are like, you can't be friends with that horse. It's a wild horse. We don't know where it comes from. And the kid is like, you just don't understand me. Me and...
Your name is still Eric in this scenario.
Oh, that's lame.
You're just you as a horse.
I have my consciousness? Do I have all my mental capabilities and capacities? I know I'm me. I'm just a horse.
Yeah. Like, if you had the capabilities, you'd still be able to, like, drive a car and stuff.
What? So I'm not a
you
horse,
are a horse
boy.
No,
I am a full horse. But I know that I was a person.
Yes, you are Eric, but you're a horse.
What? I guess I would try to figure out how to turn me back into a human.
No.
What do you mean, no?
You can't communicate.
That doesn't... But, like, was I turned into a horse by divine intervention? Was it a freak lab accident? I would go try
No, it just, like, happened.
I just wake up one day, I'm a horse.
Yeah. I'm imagining more like you're just walking down the street and then boom, lightning strikes, you're a horse. Can't be undone.
Can't be undone. Gosh, I mean, that makes it so much worse. Because then I know, like, I was a human, and, like, do I try to retain my humanity, or do I just embrace my new life as a horse and just forego things like morals and just eat and run and live? But then what does that make me? Who do I become?
You become Eric, but a horse.
Right, but, like, after, let's say 5 years down the road after being a horse, and I'm like, I don't have to pay taxes, and I can just poop wherever I want, and no one cares because I'm a horse, like, do I just give up on trying to be me and just embrace my horseness, or do I try to persist and grapple with my mind and body not being what I thought they would be? You know, they're no longer one and the same.
Yeah, so, like I think that you would develop horseness to yourself. Like you're no longer attracted to humans, you're now attracted to horses. And you love the taste of hay. Like you wouldn't like want to eat pizza or whatever. You're like, oh,
so it'd kind of be like becoming a vampire. Like blood would taste good to me, hay would taste good to me.
Yes, vampire horse.
But then I don't know. This is too many. I don't. Just the simple, like, brain and horse body. I mean, it's my horse body, but, like, again, just like, which path do you take? You know.
Well, you're like, oh, do I be a racehorse? Do I be a war horse? Do I just go through Montana?
But now I have my human capabilities in me. Like, I know I shouldn't be a horse. I feel like that would mess me up.
No, you're a horse.
But I'm not a horse because I knew I was a human and retain all my memories of being human.
Yes, but as a horse, you enjoy being a horse.
But see, and this begs the question, like, do you just embrace your horseness, or do you try to return to humanity?
You cannot return to humanity. You're a horse. What do you do?
But it's about the option. Maybe I live my life in vain, but maybe I stumble upon something that at least explains.
You, as a horse, have no desire to become a human. You're a horse.
This just sounds so. Why even keep the brain thing?
Because, like, you remember who George Washington is, but you're just a horse.
What do you do as a horse?
Oh, definitely run free through the prairies. Just like be a horse. Live in the mountains. Just run.
Okay. All right.
It's like, we snaw. I'm a horse.
I think
live a nice life on a farm. You've never seen just the comfiest, sleepiest golden retriever napping on a back lawn in the sun and gone, I wish that my life was that simple. You've never seen a bird soaring through the sky and gone, I wish I could fly like a bird.
Yeah. I've thought about flying, not about running fast like a horse.
Free as a horse.
I feel like there's not... The only associations horses have is with speed.
I went to the doctor, and they said...
Oh, healthy as a horse.
Healthy as a horse. I was healthy as a horse. They kept
I
saying,
think there's healthy as Nox.
Remember that injury I got injured for in Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, the injury's bad, but you're healthy as a horse. She said it 3 times.
Okay.
Healthy
she
as a
likes
horse.
horses.
Maybe, yeah. There's a picture of the horse on the wall, I'm just remembering. It was like her and her daughter, and then a horse.
Okay, so she's an
I should have asked... Yes, I should have asked if she watches Musume.
Musume.
Two
words.
Museum. Museum.
No. Call it Pretty Derby.
Pretty Derby.
There you go. I think maybe I would just be like an equestrian horse. I think I could live with that because
would you be an earth pony, a unicorn, or a flying pony, a Pegasus, if you were in Equestria?
I guess a Pegasus. I could fly then.
That makes sense. You did just say you enjoyed flying. Would you be a race Pegasus like Rainbow Dash?
I don't know the job security and.
I think some of them make clouds. I do not know my mileage.
Oh,
I think some of them make clouds. Like that's like a job.
Okay, I'll make clouds. That sounds cool. I could be like part waterbender then too.
No. You cannot be.
You make a cloud. Clouds are water.
Nope. You're not allowed to be an alicorn. That's cheating. Nope. Unicorn or Pegasus.
I don't know what you just said. So
an alicorn is both a unicorn and a Pegasus. They can do magic and fly. That's not allowed. Okay?
But if I'm a Pegasus and you said Pegasuses make clouds.
Yeah, like they clock in and they go to the cloud factory and they work on the assembly line to make clouds.
Oh. That's... That doesn't sound as appealing.
Well, yeah, you're the one who said it was appealing. You want to live
under
the jack-footed boot of the Pegasus landlord?
I was imagining you, like, fly around so fast you condense the air and water to make a cloud. Not that you clock in, go to the assembly line, and pull a lever to make clouds.
I think if they fly really fast, they can make rainbows.
Okay.
So you could be.
I mean, that could be kind of fun. Fly. Yeah. What would you be?
Oh, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Oh, so you would present a hypothetical and then upon reciprocation deny.
I mentioned being a horse. You're the one who brought up Equestria, okay? I'm pretending not to know. I'm pretending not to know that you said equestrian. You're the one who brought up My Little Pony, Eric. Play along.
Equestrians are a thing. You can be an equine human. I don't know if that... I think equine just means horse. You can't be a horse human unless you're 2D.
If you were a horse, would you take a horse wife?
I don't know, because you were like, you're still a human, so that would be really weird.
But you have you enjoy hay instead of pizza.
But if I'm human enough to be like, I used to be a human and this is a woman horse.
You're Mr. Ed. You're a horse who knows who George Washington is.
It's too many ethical questions.
How many horse wives would you take?
I plead the fifth.
Horses do not have human rights. You cannot plead the fifth. Answer the question.
I'm not a horse right now.
Bag. Answer the question, dirtbag.
You called me a dirtbag. This isn't what the counselor recommended at
Answer
all.
the question, feed bag.
That's better and worse.
It's for horses.
Sure. I mean, what would you do?
I would probably try to get a horsewife.
Okay.
And then my traitorous friend Eric would steal her right out from under me. I told him at the bar, look over at that horse.
You can't go to a bar
over there. Look at... Excuse you? Do you know how many stories I've heard that begin with a horse walked into a bar? Okay.
Yeah, they walked into a metal bar.
I don't
It's
think that's
not
how
a
the
good
joke
life for horses.
I don't think the joke is a horse walked into a bar. What did he say? Ow. I don't think that's the joke.
I think that is the joke. You just did it.
No, it's what? Why did the horse? What did the? Why the long face? I'm a horse.
At 10 out of 10.
Do you think all horses are sad, Eric?
No. Goldship.
So why don't you want to be a horse?
I'm okay with being a horse. You're telling me I'm a horse with my human brain.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
Because I still have all of my human faculties. I would have shame about pooping on the street.
Why? You're a horse.
But I'm not. I'm a horse hybrid.
No.
Because I still have my human brain. What's
No,
the
no,
point
no, no,
in
no,
remembering
no,
George Washington?
Whoa. You do not have a human brain. You have your memories of being Eric. You don't have the higher function. You cannot do calculus. You cannot,
So I have all of the
horses
memories, but none of the human mental functionalities.
Yes.
So then what This is a terrible scenario.
Yes. You can't think rationally like a person, but you can sadly look inside the window of your home as your family eats Christmas dinner without you because you're a horse, and remember that you used to be one of them.
Do you have something you need to discuss?
Yes. You stole my horse wife, Eric.
Hey, I got the figure of Jungle Pocket, okay?
I don't know what
you
that
got Tanner House and Rice Shower and 2 others.
3 others?
2 others.
I have 5 horse figurines and I have 2
I
plushes, and I don't know who they are. There's 5, Eric.
Oh, fine, 3 others. Anyway, I was very purposeful about not taking one of your horses. Yeah, I think I would be like an equestrian horse that like a training horse, but for like teenagers, so they know better to be an idiot. And I just live, I guess, on that thing, and whatever they do is my life. Because then I wouldn't have to run so hard that I'm like at risk of injury, but I can like still have a social life with others.
Other horses.
Other horses and humans. Because if I'm just out in the wild, there's no guarantee that like I'll be fine. Right? As crummy as like, if a horse breaks their leg and they're put into the glue factory, like if you break your leg in the wild, you just stay on the ground until something eats you. I don't know what the glue factory process is, but I would imagine it would be at least more quick.
Probably a shotgun to the back of the head.
Well, more quick than a bear slicing my stomach open.
Slice.
So, yeah, I think that might be my answer.
Okay, so we'll put your answer down as you don't want to be a horse.
Okay.
Is that your final answer?
I feel like I just spent 20 minutes grappling with this question and being like, okay, I guess I would choose a path, and now you're just saying I don't need to choose a path. So
if you're not going to play along, then I guess we'll just put you down as does not want to be a horse. Is not a horse. Does not want to be a horse.
I just
does not
said
do
I'd
horse
be
things.
A training horse.
Does not do horse things. I got it. No, it's okay. I wrote it down. I'm going to tell the census about this.
The census of who?
No, like the United States Census. Like when they're like, what's your age? Where do you live? What's your gender?
Do you want to be a horse?
You were a horse.
I don't know. I think the ultimate answer I came up to is better than just being a wild horse.
Nothing's better than being a wild horse. Next topic. This week, I asked if you wanted a beverage. And you told me You had never had Diet Coke before.
I've never had Coke Zero before.
You've never had Coke Zero before.
Because I had Diet Coke, and it was awful. So I had Coke Zero for the first time. Yeah,
How do you get to being the person you are now? Someone who used to work at a movie theater where you got free Coke Zero.
Right.
And never tried or had Coke Zero.
Because there was regular Coke right next to it. I would drink the regular Coke.
But why didn't you drink Coke Zero?
Because there was regular Coke. And I didn't care as much about the weight at the time and the implications of it all. I also figured it would taste kind of like Diet Coke, which I'm kind of right. Without the calories and the sugar and whatever, it tastes a little off. It kind of tastes, I want to say empty, but I think that's just my mind bridging gaps in the logic. But it just tastes lesser. So, normal Coke. Or cherry Coke.
Okay. Well, now that there's cherry Coke Zero. Now that you've had the superior beverage of Coke Zero, do you agree that you've been missing something?
No.
For all 85 horse years that you've been alive,
Okay.
do you agree that you've been missing the glory that is Coke Zero?
No. I don't think I will ever drink it again.
Adding this to the census, Eric is wrong about Coke Zero, comma, would not become a horse if asked.
I don't think anyone would become a horse if asked. Unless you're like a teenager or a child.
I'll keep it in mind. You don't want to be a horse? Okay, it's fine. We're all good.
Do you want to be a horse right now?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm going to keep in mind consistency.
Okay. I mean, I would be a horse, like, instead of dying, I guess.
Like, that time I got reincarnated into a horse?
Yeah. Like, I think that would be fine. I if, like, an impossible scenario or... there are situations in which I would become a horse, but just living my current life, I would not opt to be a horse. Unless something dramatic.
Oh, look at me. I'm Eric. I'm successful. My current life is better than being a wild horse.
I don't
Not all
think
of us
that's
can be as amazing as you, Eric.
I don't think anyone, again, wants to be a wild horse or just a horse in general.
Chat. Leave a comment. Leave a comment
so
about
young.
if you'd rather be a wild horse than be your current life position, okay?
Okay, sure. You know what? Maybe I'm a little hasty with my conclusions.
A little privileged over here.
I still think that would be a minority opinion.
Wouldn't even trade his life to be a horse.
I would trade my life in the scenario that I was dying to be a horse. I think there's also just a lot of context that you don't get. You know, if I was suddenly turned into the equivalent of a horse that, like, of my physique, of my age, of my all that, like, I wouldn't have been a baby horse. I wouldn't know the horse social etiquette. I'm just gonna struggle as a horse monster. You know? And that's why I would ultimately go back to humans, because even if I, like, have the sad memories or whatever, I still know how to integrate myself with them, and they'll take care of me, and quick death, should it be needed, and I still, like, you know, I would be regaled as, like, one of the most well-behaved horses. I would never kick anyone.
Let's say a 10-year-old horse wakes up as a 30-year-old human.
Yeah.
So they have human-level intelligence, but they don't know who George Washington is because they were a horse.
Right.
How do you think that person would behave? Okay. Would they struggle more or less than if you became a horse?
They would struggle more, I think, because there would be a lot that they missed out on.
So
they wouldn't have gone to school.
You,
uh-huh,
given the better of these two options, still would not choose it? Look at all the horse people out there.
What?
All these horses that have turned into people. And they're like, Eric, if you could become a horse, would you? And you say no, and they're like, oh, okay. He's got the easy life, and he wouldn't even choose. He wouldn't even choose to do it.
I feel like I'm missing something, or something's being misrepresented, or
you're missing the decorum and politeness of how to talk to all the horses in our audience.
I don't think it's a decorum thing to be like, I would rather, like, if someone else is personally offended that I don't want to be a horse, I don't think that's a me problem. I think that's a them problem. Why do they have issues with how I live my life? You know? Like, why does it matter to the horse that became a person? Why does it matter to them if I become a human that becomes a horse?
I just think it's interesting.
Okay. I feel like this is a bit of a one-sided conversation, and you don't want to fully
I agree.
engage
Let's talk about our mini golf game. So you and I went mini golfing the other day. It was our friend's birthday. This is our third major mini golf tournament that we've done over the course of the last 9 years.
Uh-huh.
You named your ball.
Yeah, deep diver.
Tell them about your ball.
So it was, I think, the first course. And, there's a little stream of river throughout the course for water levels and stuff. And I hit the ball and it flew into this stream and I had to go rescue it. And I was like, whoa. I always name my balls at mini golf. It's, I think, polite and proper, and you try to form a bond with it in the way that, like, you form a bond with a deck of cards in, like, a card game, so you can believe in the heart of the cards. In a similar fashion, I think you should believe in your ball, and that you are partners trying to achieve your goals in the time span of this mini golf game. So when I saw that the ball went and opted for the water instead of the course and the hole, I figured it kind of reminded me of a name from a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure called Diver Down. And I thought, diver's good, water, and it went pretty deep into the water, so I thought Deep Diver would be a satisfactory name for this ball. He was orange.
And did you win?
I got third place. So
that's good. It's good.
Yeah, on the podium. I'm content.
Yeah, how did you enjoy... so afterward, we all got celebratory ice creams because one of our things... we all make those funny haha SpongeBob references all the time. Yeah, and we have these special shirts that we all wear with SpongeBob on them. It's Mr. Krabs, actually. Krusty Krab pizza logo.
Yeah, yeah.
When we get together, there's all of our high school friends, when we get together like once a month, we wear our shirts. And, we communicate basically 50% in SpongeBob references. And so, we swing the club at the ball, and the ball doesn't go in the hole, and then someone goes, the hole, the way that SpongeBob says the lid. Or, someone's like going to pick up the ball, and they're like, jellyfishing, SpongeBob.
Uh-huh.
So they were selling those popsicles with they're like SpongeBob's head on a popsicle stick, and so we all bought them, and then we took a picture holding them. How did you
Right.
enjoy yours?
So I got an ice cream sandwich instead.
Canceled.
I'm
Eric's
not.
canceled. He didn't get a SpongeBob
No.
popsicle on SpongeBob Day.
It wasn't SpongeBob Day.
It was SpongeBob Day. We're all wearing
SpongeBob
our
Day is
shirts.
like in June.
We were
Also,
all
we
mini
weren't all
golfing.
wearing the shirts. Only
We
two
were
of us
all
were.
cracking up at SpongeBob. And if you're
I
wrong, may you be struck down by a flying ice cream sandwich that isn't a SpongeBob popsicle.
And live?
No.
Oh.
Be
I just want
reincarnated as a horse.
That's a death threat.
No, because you said you'd be happy if you're going to die being reincarnated
That's still
as
a
a
death
horse.
threat. That's still saying I wish that a falling ice cream truck would land on you and not live is a death threat.
Listen, if I
But it's
said,
a joke for the
if I
purposes
said,
of FBI
Eric,
listenings.
Eric, if you murder me, I hope you get the death penalty. Is that a death threat? I hope if you do something wrong, you receive karmic justice for it. Is that a death threat? No. So if I say Eric,
Yes.
no.
If I if I do something bad, like stab you, and you say, "Okay, I'm going to stab you in the heart now,"
No.
that
Death
is
penalty.
still a death threat.
Like from the state. Like you've been charged for murder.
And I'm getting the death penalty.
Yes. Is that a death
And
threat for me
and
to say that to
you
you?
say,
The
"I
answer is
hope
obviously
you get
no.
the death penalty." I kind of.
Obviously, it's not. Okay.
I feel like this has some implications we could like have a deeper conversation about.
If you do something horrible, like not buying an ice cream popsicle in the shape of SpongeBob, and I say I hope you die, that's the same thing. It's just wishing for your government, civic, and karmic justice for the crime you've committed.
I don't think that's government enforceable.
You're a traitor, which is illegal. Attention, traitors! Your admin privileges have been revoked.
I don't think you would survive in the Star Wars universe.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I a Jedi or am I just like a guy?
Either or, really. I don't think you would survive.
What planet do I start off on? Like, what's my background story? Like this D&D, where am I starting out? What's my education? What's my family? What's my magical ability?
I think you're force sensitive for your magical ability, but you're not like trained. I think you're starting on like a. We didn't get a ton of exposure to that, so yeah. We'll say you're. I forget the name of the planet, but the city one that like
Coruscant.
the Senate. Yeah. I think you're. Let's say you're 22. You received a proper education. But you did grow up in the slums of it, so you did have to become a little scrappy. I don't think you were the scrappiest, however. I think you got picked on quite a bit.
So it's just not me anymore. You're like, Gibby, if you didn't grow up like in farmlands in America,
you said
if
this
you
is
grew up in the
D&D,
slums of Coruscant, I don't think you'd survive. I'd be like, wow, Eric, you're so right, I wouldn't. If I'm transported to Star Wars, but I live on like the outskirts of Theed, and you're like, Devin, I don't think you'd survive at the capital city of Naboo. Duh.
Okay. I don't know what Naboo is.
Yes, you do. And you're like, okay, Devin, I don't think you'd survive. I'd be like, why? I'd just be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. I'd be a HoloNet star talking about the scary Wampa game, the game where they make robot Wampas. And you got to survive 5 rotations?
I don't think you would be content being a Hollow Star, first of all. And I think even if you were a Hollow Star, you'd say something wrong under an oppressive regime that would get you executed.
Is this in the time of the Empire?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that wasn't specified either.
Yeah, that's fair. That is a
I'd probably work at a movie theater.
Movie theaters don't exist.
Yes,
Only Hollow theaters.
I would work at a Hollow theater.
Okay.
Tickets, please. I made your space popcorn. It's blue for some reason.
Do they have blue milk?
Yes, that's why it's blue, because the butter is blue.
Okay. I'd like some popcorn, please.
That'll be 17 credits.
Uh, can I just have the whole machine of popcorn? I'm like really hungry. I want all of the popcorn.
The machine is a sapient droid, and if I were to give him to you, that would be like slavery, so no, I cannot sell you my droid.
So you would not give me what I demand? From this, an establishment in which, as long as I have enough money, I can get whatever I want?
I think if you're implying that you would rob me during the time in the galaxy's history in which there's a fascistic government that cracks down on all lawlessness and there's definitely a stormtrooper right outside, I think you would probably get shot.
I would do it for the popcorn. Eye for an eye. You're not selling me the popcorn. I shoot you, you die. The stormtrooper comes in. I look at your corpse as I'm pushed to the ground and being in the process, and I'm just like, what have I done? We could have been together forever, and I chose violence.
And then
we
shot.
Wake up as horses.
And then you're reincarnated as an Eope. Exactly.
Who?
An Eope.
What's that?
You remember in the Phantom Menace when there's the big, like, hairless pink things that are dragging the pod racers, and Jar Jar looks up at one and it farts on him?
Yes.
Kinda. That's a Eope.
Okay. What's a Neope?
No, an Eope.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I get to fart on Jar Jar, so...
No, oh my god. So now you're the one giving the golden showers. I see. That's
not a golden shower!
That was the problem all along.
If anything, that's like a green duster.
Oh my god. You know what the stormtrooper would say as you try to fight your way through the streets?
Rebel scum.
Attention, traitor! Your admin privileges have been revoked.
You keep doing that, but not everything is a Five Nights at Freddy's. Some of them are a sixth night at Billy's.
All three of our viewers will be aware of the joke and they'll think it's funny.
I'm glad they like it.
I'm sure they've loved the last 2 episodes yapping about horses.
Yeah, I think they have. And if they haven't, they hopefully got to experience this mental exercise along with us. And if they figure out what type of horse they would want to be and what type of horse life they would want to lead, feel free to write it down below or email us at slapendipity@gmail.com.
Yeah, we haven't read any letters in a while because we don't have any. So if you want to be a horse, you can, of course. I lied. There's one email.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna transition to mail time. Ready?
All right. Whoosh.
Whoosh, clop, clop, clop. Riding the horsies. Clop, clop, clop. We're going to the post office.
We have a mailbox.
Look, we're here. We're here. We made it.
What happened to the mailbox?
The raccoons took it.
No, I don't believe you. They have too strong a moral character to do such a thing.
They got a little
I think you broke it.
No. Your horse stepped on it.
I don't have a horse.
Okay, we get it. You hate horses, Eric. You're a horsey racist. We don't need to talk about it anymore. No more horse stuff. No more horse stuff for the rest of the episode. It's over.
Whoa. How do kelpies factor into this? Because there are some in the lake that, I have a decent relationship with. They hang out with Simi, the sea monster.
The water horses, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that movie from 2003 called Water Horse and it was about the Loch Ness Monster or something?
No.
Me neither.
Okay.
I kind of thought you might have. We could have talked about it. Okay.
We could have, but okay, what's this say?
It says, "Hi. I recently came across your channel and really enjoyed your video on the most disgusting ice cream flavor. Do you remember that? I was talking about how I hated mint chocolate chip. Right? Yeah, what was your least favorite flavor? Probably Coke Zero, right? Oh, that's right.
Strawberry's gross.
Yes. Okay. So they liked that episode.
Okay.
I noticed the last few videos seem to have lower views, which is interesting considering the fun topics you cover. That's also true. We just yap about horses now.
Right.
if you'd love, if you're open to it, I'd love to chat about ways to make more people discover your content. And then this is actually an ad, and they're trying to get us to support their company and work with them, like as a sponsorship thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so like they lied. They're like, I love your content about insert thing here. You should work with our company. We'll get you some more views.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, so our only email for the last, like, March, 3 months, has been from this scam.
It's not about how many letters you get. It's about how you receive them.
I received mine from the Pony Express.
What?
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 Like
I
they
thought
deliver
the dragon.
They deliver the
A,
mail
we
to
have
the
a
post
mailbox.
office.
B, the Postmaster General, or whatever the title is a dragon.
Pony Master General, yeah.
It's, what? No. What? Devin, what did you do while I was gone? While we were gone? What? Did you implement a horse regime?
Hey, we said no more talking about horses. What are you doing?
I feel like you're really whining about this. Whining.
There's a joke there. You almost got it. Maybe in a few minutes you'll get back to it. Anyway, you guys should send us letters, slapendipity@gmail.com, with your questions. Tell Eric how wrong he is about Coke Zero. Tell Eric about how wrong he is about his opinions about the four-legged things that go clop clop. Tell us, have you seen the movie Water Horse? Have you seen that movie?
You're breaking your own rules.
No, because water horses are not the same as other things.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like it.
What's your opinion?
Feel free to write in. Oh?
Feel free to write in if you've been playing Musume.
Musume. Pretty derby. Write in about whatever you would like to hear. Within reason. Please. Pretty please. With sugar
Pretty
cubes
derby,
on
please.
top.
No!
Goodbye, everybody.